Well, hello. If you would like to know how I went from this to this, then most definitely keep on watching. So we're actually refreshing the wash and go that I have. This is about day 6 hair, and the first thing that I always like to do is to stretch it. I feel like the air of a blow dryer helps to also separate and kind of get those roots out of that shrunken state that I feel my hair gets into after a while. And it is also very important just so you get all the curls that are tucked in or tucked up to kind of stretch them out and let them fall a little bit more naturally and not as much stick together. Then I use an oil, and you can use whatever oil you like to use. I'm not a huge oil fan, but on these days where I really would like to refresh, this is the way to go. And I actually only use oils when I do a wash and go because it helps to reduce frizz while I separate my curls. That's the biggest issue that I have personally during the week in my wash and go, is that I need to separate the curls more because they just get tucked and stick together more, if that makes any sense. So that is the main goal over here, and I do that on my entire hair just to make sure that everything falls back as it should if gravity would hit it, which my hair is so fluffy after a while that it doesn't fall down as you saw in the beginning. So that is what I'm going to do. So after this, I will get back and explain to you what I do afterwards. So we're almost done, and the front I don't stretch too much because I like to have kind of a fringe hairstyle, so that's why I haven't stretched it that much. And this is what we end up with. Now I like to remove the attachment and then use cold air to really give some life back to it. I don't know why, it always works out really nicely, and I love to have that cool breeze on my scalp. I don't know about you guys, but I love it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna tweak, and I'm not completely going to refresh it. Nope. I'm just gonna look at the less defined or not defined at all particles. I will spray that down. I will use a little Tangle Teezer brush, and I will use my Eco Styler gel if necessary, but first really make sure that the section is soaking wet so I can feel if it's needed, and really just finger coil it down. It's all about working that product back in again and reactivate what's already on, give it some tweaks and twirl it around my finger. And this section, as you can see, needed a little bit more of the Eco Styler gel. I used the Tangle Teezer brush just to make sure that I'm not causing more tangles than necessary, and then I finger coil it kind of to activate the products and reactivate my curl again. And that is what I do. I mainly have most of the frizz or less definition during the week on the top areas and the sides, not so much the back. And I just look at what you would see whenever you would see me and what I see looking in the mirror. And I feel like doing that really makes a difference and really kind of freshens up the look and make it look like a day 3 wash and go instead of day 6 or day 8, depending on how long you put your or keep your wash and go in. This really helps, and it saves you a lot of time just really focusing on what you see instead of doing everything all over again. And honestly, my hair type is just not suitable for that. Sometimes not even for refreshing this way. I rarely refresh, but I had to do it for some content that I needed to make, so that's why I refreshed it. Otherwise, honestly, I would just put it in a high puff or bun. I am not really about the refreshing curls lifestyle. I'm all about simplicity, but this was what I did this time, and I really wanted to show you what the option was if you kind of have a similar hair texture or you would like to try out this technique. So after I'm satisfied, I did let it air dry for a little bit, and now that I'm back, this is the before. Remember this hot mess? Remember it? I sure do. And here we go with the after. I absolutely love it. Can you see what a difference it makes just to let the hair fall down again as it should, and just to tweak those really noticeable flyaways or frizzies? It makes it look refreshed again. It looks good. You still have the volume. You're not losing none of that. And I am ready to keep it in for another 2 days, and then definitely wash it. But as you can see, it's still not completely perfect, but this is actually the way that I like it. That's it. Stay safe, and I see you in another one.